Before Gary was a city, before the steel mills lit the sky, there was Tolleston, a small settlement on the edge of the dunes built by people who believed this land belonged only to them. When Gary was founded in 1906, the world rushed in. Black families from the South, immigrants from Europe, workers chasing the promise of steel, but Tolleston held tight to his old identity. Gary did not stumble into segregation. It was designed, engineered by the same forces that built the mills, businesses, government, and fear. In Tolleston, racism wasn't just a feeling, it was a boundary, a line drawn in neighborhoods, in schools, in the minds of people who believed that progress meant keeping others out. As black workers arrived to build the city, Tolleston became a battleground. Landlords were pressured not to rent to them, banks refused loans, police enforced invisible borders. Families who came here seeking opportunity found themselves pushed into overcrowded blocks, told where they could live and where they could not. The fight for space became a fight for education. In 1927, when black students were allowed into Emerson School, white parents walked out in protest. They marched through the streets demanding resegregation. It happened again in 1945 at Froebel School. Students striking, tensions rising, the nation watching. These weren't isolated moments, they were symptoms of a city struggling to accept its own diversity. For decades, Tolleston stood between two worlds, the growing black population to the east and the white ethnic neighborhoods to the west. It became a border, a pressure point, a place where fear and pride collided. White flight didn't happen overnight. It happened block by block, family by family, as black residents moved in and white residents moved out. But even in the face of hostility, black families built something powerful in Townston. Churches became sanctuaries, social clubs became support systems, neighbors became extended family. They created community where they were denied equality. They created hope where they were given none. It's pride, it's pain, it's resilience. You have to start here in Tolleston, where the first battles over race were fought, where the city's identity was shaped, where the struggle began, and where the story of Gary truly starts.
I'm from Gary where the steel turn cold, but the love run deep and the stories go bold. Yeah, the city made me put that on my soul. 29 in my veins, that's all I know. From the west to the east, we rise, we grow. Heart of the region, yeah, we built on hope. Ain't perfect, but it's still my home. Carry on my back everywhere I go.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome into the Nerd's Eye View podcast. It's your boy, Big Franco. What's happening? So today, we still on this Gary Day, baby. We still on it. You know what I'm saying? And I can't start really talking about what's going on in Gary without talking about the history of it. Uh, there's a reason why things are the way they are. There's a reason why things are progressing the way they're progressing. You know, like sometimes you have to go through a storm before you can see the light. And through all these years, Gary has seen some light days. Gary has seen some dark days, and all it seems like all the people want to focus on is the dark days. All they want to do is keep Gary in the dark so that wherever they are can seem much brighter. When in reality, we all got issues. Every city got its problems. Every city got its residents that really believe that the city can be better. And Gary is no different. So like They talk about how there's nothing here and how property values are low, no jobs, high crime, all that. But it's all a symptom of the early days and how people expect Gary to be one way, and then when it changes, they want to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? When in reality, when if we all come together, you know what I'm saying, and help build this place, it'd be something big. And during my research, I found that there's a lot of millionaires and famous people and stuff like that from Gary. Now, when you build something, it's your responsibility to reach back and give. And with the way things are in his lifetime, you would think that, people would reach back to their own cities. But instead they don't. Like you see people giving to different charities to support something that's gonna make them, I guess, keep them relevant or keep them in a place where they can thrive. But yet if you help the place that you came from, a lot more people than just you can thrive. A lot more people than just you can make it up out of here. So the project that I'm working on, you know, is to help shine a light out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's to help just do something bright, bring the city up, you know? Instead of focusing on the dark things, focus on the historical aspect behind it. You know, we get I get a lot of these YouTube videos and stuff, and they want to focus on the rundown buildings. So, what's the historical significance behind the buildings that you focused on? How could it be better? Do you know if it's going to be better? Do you know the plans behind all of this? You know any of that? I don't think you do. But that's that's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm on this mission. You know, because there is something coming to Gary, and I want to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to. I was brought up here, so I want to own a piece of what's coming. I don't want to just give up on my city. I don't want to just leave up out of here and then support some other city that I really don't know, that I really didn't struggle with. I didn't struggle in. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I struggled here. You know what I'm saying? I lost friends, family, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people would take that as it's time to leave. A lot of people would take that as maybe it's time to just find somewhere new. You know what I'm saying? When sometimes that is the case. I'm not saying that people are wrong for leaving, you know what I'm saying? Because you want to make a better life for yourself and for your family. You don't want to be stuck in a situation that's depressing. I understand that. But on your come up, do you ever think about reaching back and giving to the people that's struggling too? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just uh how I want to view it. You know what I'm saying? My nerves eye view. And so this is gonna be a long trip. And the trip is gonna be like so crazy. Like I want to take y'all on an emotional journey through the history of Gary, um, the good, the bad, the ugly. You know what I'm saying? Then we're gonna take a journey through the potential, what's coming here, what the city could look like, what it's gonna look like, You know what I'm saying? Why is it that certain companies, certain types of companies are looking to, you know what I'm saying, come here and build something? You know? That's the trying to drip I'm on. So take this journey with me. It's your boy Big Franco.